1, 2, 3. Verse and the next part. Next verse. Like that. So this is Sweet Home Alabama. Interesting stuff. You've got a band in, I think, if I'm right, they were in high school together. They had a gym teacher named Lynyrd Skynyrd, who they made fun of by naming the band Lynyrd Skynyrd, who did sue them and lose, if any of this is true. And they were your seriously good garage band. They didn't have an interest in developing melody or an interest in developing the chords. What they were interested in developing were the guitar parts. If you listen, this is Sweet Home Alabama, Lynyrd Skynyrd's Sweet Home Alabama. The melody is actually the same all the way through it. Ba 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 ba. Could be the verse, then comes the chorus. Sweet Home Alabama. And it's the same melody, basically. And the chords are all basically D, C to G. In this case, it's this D to this C, add D to this G. Even this. That's a D, that's a C, and that's a G. So what they did was they came up with guitar parts that would change. Occasionally, yes, they'd go from this G to this C quickly, and in one part they did throw in an F to get back to the D. It's basically the same stuff, and a lot of brilliance coming out to make it sound different all the way throughout the song. And we're going to go over that. So this is how to play Sweet Home Alabama. The first thing we're going to do is, if you're ready to go, get your guitar, tune up, and we're going to put our second finger, I'm going to show you the way I do it. Second finger on the second fret of the third string. Fourth finger on the third fret of the second string. Now you're going to hit the fourth string twice, and then come down, up, down on the second, up on the third string, up on the fourth string. Let me see if I can get this over there, and down a little bit like that. Let's do that again. It's the fourth string twice, then we go down on the second string, up on the third string, up on the fourth string. Third finger goes over to the fifth string on the third fret. We hit that down twice. Again, your pinky or your fourth finger is still on the second string, and we come down on the second string, up on the third string, up on the fourth string. Third finger goes over to the sixth string on the third fret, and you hit that twice while letting your pinky go because you don't need it, hitting the fourth and third open strings. That's the first part. We're going to do that 4 times. Here's the first ending. Here's the first lick at the end of that. Go to the open fifth string, play that note, hammer on the second fret, go to the fourth string, hammer on the second fret. Now you can hammer on or pick the rest of the notes. They do it differently every time. But it's the open fourth string to the second fret on the fifth string, to the open 5th string back to the 2nd fret on the 5th string. Let's try that again. Here's the first one more time. Open 4th string twice. 3rd fret on the 2nd string, 2nd fret on the 3rd string, open 4th string. Move over your 3rd finger to the 5th string, 3rd fret. Play that twice, keeping your 4th finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. We're going to play that down. Go to the open 3rd string, go to the open 4th string. Now, 3rd fret on the 6th string. Play that twice. Play the open 4th and 3rd string, and play O2 on the 5th, O2 on the 4, back to the open 4th, 2nd on the 5th, open on the 5th, back to 2. Or you can even pick the. I hear different guys doing different things. I think there were 3 guitar players at that time in the band. Then we do the first lick again. That with you one more time. We're going to do that 4 times. So we go open, we put our 2nd finger, put your 2nd finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, and your 4th finger on the 3rd fret, 2nd string. Play the open 4th string, go down on the 2nd string, come up on the 3rd string, up on the 4th string. Put your 3rd finger on the 5th string, 3rd fret, lift off your 2nd finger, play the 5th fret twice, go down on the 2nd string, up on the 3rd string, up on the 4th string, put your 3rd finger on the 6th string, 3rd fret, play that twice, lifting off the other fingers, play the open and 4th string, open 4th and 3rd string, I'll say that in English. Now this time, he goes to a cool little lick where he pulls off from the 2nd fret on the 3rd string to the open 3rd string, plays that note, then pulls it off. 2 different notes, plays the open 3rd string again, goes up to the 4th fret on the 3rd string, plays that, pulls off to the open, but this time he comes up on the 4th string, open, and then he goes up to the 5th fret, plays that note and bends it up. If you've got an acoustic, just do your best. Use more than 1 finger on that, so that's no, like that. Now he's going back to that first lick again, so let's do that again. 2nd finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, 4th finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, play the open 4th string twice. 2nd string, 3rd string, 4th string, the 3rd finger on the 5th string, 3rd fret, play that twice. Open 3rd string, now you're going to go to the 2nd string, 3rd fret, open 3rd string, open 4th string, 3rd finger on the 6th string, 3rd fret, play that twice, lift off your other fingers, play the open 4th and 3rd string. Now we've got our 3rd ending, and that one is open on the 5th, hammer onto the 2, open on the 4, hammer onto the 2, pull it off. Go back to the 2 on the 5 and jump over with another finger. I'll use my 3rd finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. Hit that 2nd fret and pull off. Or you can even pick them if you want to. And one more time, we're going to open 4th string on the D chord, by the way. 2nd finger again and 4th finger. We're going to go 2nd string, 3rd string, 4th string. We go to the C at D, 3rd finger on the 5th string. Play that twice, 2nd string, 3rd string, 4th string. G chord, 3rd finger on the 6th string, 3rd fret. Play the open 4th and 3rd string. Play a little G lick, O, 1, 2 on the 5th string. Go to the open 3rd. And I think that's that. Tablature. Now we go back to the verse. It's D, C, G, or you can hold these D, C, add D to G. You can throw in licks or not. Just sit here and strum. It's more than one guitar player and a keyboard player playing these chords. Now he's done singing that part of the verse. We go back up now to the 7th fret on the 5th string. This is another D chord, and we're going to go 7, 8, 9 on the 5th string with the 1st, 2nd, 3rd finger. Borrow bar the 7th fret on the 4th and 3rd. Play that twice. Back to the 9th fret on your 3rd finger. Move down. Hammer the 5 to the 7 with the 1 and the 3rd finger. Again, barring the 4th and 3rd string with the 1st finger at the 5th fret now. Play that twice. Go to the 3rd finger on the 7th fret, 5th string, and pull that off to the 1st finger on the 5th fret. Go down to the open 5th string to the 1 and then the 2. Play either the 4th and 3rd or just the 3rd, and then grab the 3rd finger on the 6th string, 3rd fret. You could do this lick a little differently. One of my students pointed out that kind of sounds better, so I'm saying, hey, he's right. So, or it's like so. Again, D, C, G. You can actually off the 6th string right there. Same lick. But I think that the other one sounds better. My student George pointed it out to me, and I think he's right, so I'm going with it. Now, where are we? We go back to verse, if I'm right. Something like this, I don't know, they're filling it in. Now, the chorus, we're going to use rock fifths up here. B, C, G, C, C, D. So they throw in that C chord. So, the D chord, C, something like that. Now they go to an F chord, and that's the beginning of that solo. When it goes F, C, when it goes, it's D, and they throw in the one F chord. Very cool stuff. So let's go over that rhythm on the chorus. First finger on the 5th fret on the 5th string, 3rd finger on the 7th fret on the 4th string. Hit those two fifths, or what they are. It isn't really a D chord. It's a D5. It's the fifths, the root and the 5th. We hit that twice. Then our pinky reaches up to the 9th fret. Hit that on the 4th string with your 4th finger. Hit the 5 and the 4 with your pick. Come back to lifting off your 4th finger to your root and your 5th onto your 1st and 3rd finger on the 5 and 7th fret, as you'll see, hopefully illustrated by now. Okay, you got that? It's basically I'm hitting the 5th and 4th string, both at the same time. First finger's on the 5, 3rd finger's on the 7, on the 7th fret, both on the 5th and 4th string. Hit that twice, your 4th finger comes in, brings it up to the 9, and back down. Move down 2 frets to the C chord, or the C5. Again, it's not really a C chord, but we'll think of it that way. Your first finger's on the 3rd fret on the 5th string, your 3rd finger is on the 5th fret on the 4th string. We hit that twice. Your 4th finger comes in on the 7th fret now, on the 4th string, and then lifts off, and you hit them again to the 3rd and 5th fret. Then we move over 1 string to the 6th and 5th string, and that's now the G5 chord, or the G rock fifths. First finger's on the 3rd fret, 3rd finger's on the 5th fret on the 5th string. Hit those. I do 2 chucks right there. Put your 4th finger on to the 7th fret. 2 more chucks. Let me see. So it's 2 chucks, finger on, 2 chucks, finger off, 2 chucks, and then I hit a chuck, and I come back up when I move over to the C chord on the 5th and 4th string. Now the second time through I do it a little differently. It's very interpretive. There are so many guitar players doing different parts You're pulling from different guitar players playing different things. Some guy was really leading the way and the other guys are good at following and filling. So on this one, I interpret this to be, does that part again, but this time, and then I, right from there, move over to a C chord, hit that twice and come up to the D. Then we do the whole thing again. Come back to this part again. Now, one of the other things I'm going to work on with you kind of improvising, you know, little fills. One of the things you can do is work with a D pentatonic scale and a C pentatonic scale and a G pentatonic scale. The three scales we're going to work on are the D pentatonic, the C pentatonic, and the D mixolydian scales. On the D chord, obviously, the D pentatonic scale works fine. Start with the 4th finger on the 10th fret, on the 6th string, 1st finger on the 5th, at the 7th fret, 3rd finger on the 9th fret, 1st finger on the 7 on the 4th string, 3rd finger on the 9, 1st finger on the 7th fret on the 3rd string, 3rd finger on the 9, 1st finger on the 7th fret on the 2nd string, 4th finger on the 10, 1st finger on the 7th fret on the 1st string, and 4th finger on the 10. So we're going to go 10, 7, 2nd string, 10, 7, 3rd string, 9, 7, 4th string, 9, 7, 5th string, 9, 7, and 6th string, 10, 7, and back to the 10. This is a D pentatonic scale, not pentatonic, penta. It means 5, pentatonic, 5 tone. I know you've heard me say this in other videos. I'm trying to stamp out this pentatonic thing. Not going to work. It's just going to go its own way. Anyway, now move down 2 frets to the C pentatonic scale. The pinky or 4th finger on the 8th fret, 1st finger on the 5th string, 5, 3rd finger on the 7, 1st finger on the 4th string, 5, 3rd finger on the 7th, 1st finger on the 3rd string, 5, 3rd finger on the 7, 1st finger on the 2nd string, 5, 4th finger on the 8, 1st finger on the 1st string, 5, 4th finger on the 8. Then we go back to the 5 with the 1st finger on the 1st string. On the 2nd string, we're going to go 8, and then 5. On the 3rd string, we go 7, then 5. On the 4th string, we go 7, then 5. On the 5th string, we go 7, then 5. And on the 6th string, we go 8, and then 5, and then back to 8. Great sounding scales, the C pentatonic. Now let's move up to this G pentatonic off the 5th string, something maybe new for you. It is the 10th fret with the 4th finger on the 5th string, 1st finger on the 4th string at the 7th fret, 3rd finger on the 9 on the 4th string, 1st finger on the 3rd string 7, 3rd finger on the 9, 2nd finger now on the 8th fret on the 2nd string, 4th finger on the 10, 1st finger on the 7th fret on the 1st string, 4th finger on the 10. So we go back to the 1st finger on the 7, 2nd string we're going to go 4th finger on the 10, 2nd finger on the 8, 3rd string we're going to go 3rd finger on the 9, 1st finger on the 7, 4th string we go 3rd finger, excuse me, on the 9, 1st finger on the 7, and then 5th string 4th finger on the 10, 1st finger on the 7. 6th string, we're going to go 4th finger on the 10th fret, 1st finger on the 7, back to the 4th finger on the 10, go to the 5th string with the 1st finger on the 7th fret, and then finally end up with the 4th finger on the 10th fret. Whoops, I blew that. So, and then finally, we take these three scales. Actually, let's do this first. D pentatonic, C pentatonic, G pentatonic. Okay. Now we're going to combine the scales into one position. We've got a D mixolydian scale. It's all three scales put together. The D mixolydian scale. Fourth finger on the 10th fret on the 6th string. We have the first finger on the 5, third finger on the 5, fourth finger on the 5. We have the first finger on the 4th string, third finger on the 4th string, fourth finger on the 4th string. We have the first finger on the 3rd string, third finger on the 3rd string. We have the first finger on the 2nd string, second finger on the 2nd string, fourth finger on the 2nd string. And then on the 1st string, we have the first finger, second finger, fourth finger. So that's the 10th fret, then the 8th fret going down on the 1st string to the 7th fret. On the 2nd string, we go 10, 8, 7. On the 3rd string, we go 9, 7. On the 4th string, we're going 10, 9, 7. On the 5th string, we're going 10, 9, 7. And on the 6th string, we go 10, 8, 7, back to 8, and end on 10. It's a great scale. And that's it. So we have Sweet Home Alabama, the first half of the lick. And we keep adding those little endings. Oops, I blew that one. Then there's the second guitar part. That's the way I didn't show you. That's the way I did. Then we have the rhythm part on the chorus. Combined. Oops. So, there's a lot of stuff going on there. Have some fun with it. I'm Michael Chodosh. This is Chodosh Guitar. And that's my way of interpreting Sweet Home Alabama, Lynyrd Skynyrd song. So thanks for watching. I'm at 303-424-5000, chodoshguitar.com, also on YouTube, which you probably are watching right now, so I don't really need to tell you about that. And you can contact me at michael@chodoshguitar.com. Thanks for watching.